How do storage auctions work? So I'm just going to talk to you, okay? I do not like going to live auctions. Why is this? Because most places only have enough parking for about 5 to 10 people. And when you have a live auction, anywhere from 10 to about 80 people show up. My wife and I actually went to a live auction one day. We signed in at number 75. And about 75 more people signed in after us. Another reason I don't like live auctions, you don't know who's there. So I'm going to get into more detail on this later, but just know you don't know who all is there when you go to a live auction. Now, how do these auctions work? You get there, you sign in, you may get a number, or you may just stand there, and they'll get your name if you win a unit. A lot of these live auctions, just like any other auction you see, whether it be a car auction or a storage auction on TV, they'll open the unit, they'll give everyone time to walk by and look at it. So just know if there's 15 units available, but there's 50 people there, all 50 get to look at the first unit before anyone bids. Most auctions will say, if you're not going to bid on this one, you can go over to the next unit. They may not open it, but you can at least go over to the next unit. Now, bidding every auction, live auction, they may go in increments of 5. They may go in increments of 10. The ones I've seen where it's a unit that's probably going to sell for over $1,000, they're going to go in increments of 100 until it gets to a point where they start going in 50. And at that point, they may go to 25s. But they're not going to go dollar by dollar. The live units, you can start cleaning them out after the auction is over. They do not want people cleaning out the auction or cleaning out the storage locker right when they say, oh, you want it. You got paperwork to do, you got to pay for it, and you want to get all those cars off the lot. Once you've paid for it, all the cars are gone, pull your truck in, pull your trailer in, start unloading. Those are the live auctions. I prefer online auctions. I use storagetreasures.com and I use storageauctions.com. There's also LockerFox, and there's probably 5 to 10 more websites you can use that do storage unit auctions online. Now, with the ones I use, everything's in $10 increments. You can put your high bid proxy, which means if there's a locker that you like, instead of you sitting there bidding for 2 or 3 weeks, you can say, you know what? My high bid right now is $160. So until the unit ends, now, most of these units, you got 2 weeks. If you're going online, 2 weeks. And it's going to count down to the second. So the first day you see it, you can throw in 160. And the computer will bid for you until you get up to $160. At that point, you will get an email that says you have been outbid. Now, all of these are in $10 increments on the websites I use. Now, when it gets down to the last 3 minutes, they will not allow someone to sneak in when there's 2 seconds to go and throw in a quick bid. If anybody bids with less than 3 minutes to go in the auction, they will add 3 minutes. And everyone who's been outbid will get an email or a text message. So you won't have to worry about, you're winning with $160 and you've been winning with this 160 for a week and a half, and now it's time for the auction. No one can outbid you in the last 3 seconds. You will get a notification, and at that point, you will have at least 3 minutes. Now, one of the sites, I'm not going to name the site, I bid on a unit, and there was an extra hour added to this particular unit's auction because 20 bids came in. which added 3 minutes per bid. So that is how the majority of the auctions work in person and online. Just know there is this thing called a buyer's fee, and it may be 5%, it may be 10%. How does that work? Let's say you win a locker for $200. Well, online, you're going to pay the 10% to the website, which will be $20. And you'll pay 15% buyer's premium, which is $30. When you get to the facility, you owe them $180. Now, you may say, Sean, that's more than $200. You're absolutely correct, because that site has a 15% buyer's premium, which means they get 15% on top of what you bid, plus they get 10% of what you bid. So if you win a unit for $200, that's $20 to the website and $30 buyer's premium to the website. Then you get to the facility and you pay the difference, which is $180. So that's some of the math, but that's how storage auctions work. If you have any questions, send me any questions. No, we're going to have a live twice a month. Thank you.